we're back.
Going in there in the studio by yourself, month 4.
All by myself. Don't
How's it
wanna
feel? How's
be.
it feel? You have the lighting. You've had that lighting for a while. Hey, have
Yeah.
you figured out how to mute the mics? Like how to mute the mic so that we don't hear certain things?
You mean the cars that go by with you?
Yeah, I wish I had a thing. I wish I could mute it. Actually, you know what? Through Zoom, I can mute you.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
There you go.
There you go.
But
Today,
what's happening?
what's happening? Before we go into it, today we have a comeback show. We have a follow up guest,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
He
yeah.
was one of our earlier guests from last year.
Yeah, episode 154 to be exact.
154, and now he's
Yeah,
episode 193.
39 episodes later or so.
Yeah. So why do we have
Here
our
we
guest
are.
back?
Well, so Michael Grassia is the guest we're talking about, and he's been doing some really cool stuff online. He's got a new I guess podcast. I don't want to call it a podcast. I don't think it's a podcast, but it's called Incredi Chat, where he also interviews artists, and they talk about the stuff that they're working on and things like that. Mostly artists, and he's been doing that for a little while. So I wanted to give him a little shine on that, and we're gonna talk about some of the stuff that we talked about prior, which I want to know how his app is doing, how Incredicon. He's also one of the we had Mike Lopez a couple months back talking about Incredicon. I want to talk to Michael Gracia, see what he thinks. So yeah, it's a follow around that time. They used to show him at the same time.
Growing page at 80.
As,
Is it enough?
as long as we keep, is it as long as we keep on living?
Yeah. We got the world sitting right in our hands, baby, you and me. We
Yeah,
gotta
it's gotta
be
be.
the
Yeah.
luckiest dreamers who's ever been dreaming. Yes, I remember
Is
that.
that
That
family?
was
That's Family Ties?
was it?
Or is that Growing Pains? That is Family Ties.
Been together. Here's the other part. Ain't nothing we do
Here's the
together.
other part. Here's my part. That was it, Ben. That was it. We were singing the right one.
No.
Yeah.
This is what will we do, baby. What will we
Oh,
do,
what will we do?
baby?
So what were we singing?
Without love, we were singing. What was I singing?
As long as we keep on giving. That was Growing Pains.
What, baby?
As long as we keep on giving. Yeah, it is. That's Growing Pains.
Was that Growing
You got
Pains?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was Growing Pains.
Yes.
We're going down memory lane. It's actually a good segue to the topic for today. But I'm gonna let you find that song so we can. I want to make sure that's the one we were singing. Love the Google, man. I love the Google. Google and YouTube.
It was.
What do you got? What do you got? That's it, right? As long as we keep
No,
on.
it was yeah, Family is the one with Michael J. Fox.
Family Ties is Michael J. Fox. Yes,
Was it?
that's Growing Pains.
That's Growing Pains.
That's Growing Pains. That's with Alan Thicke.
Yeah.
Who was it? Oh, Kirk Cameron. It was Kirk Cameron.
As
Kirk
long
Cameron
as
was
we
the kid.
got each other.
Wow. Holy cow. Anyway,
Yeah, that's what that was. That was. Yeah.
Talking about memory lane.
Yes.
Let's go to
Everyone's
the
like,
topic for
everyone's
today.
like,
Ready
what
for
are
the
these
topic?
guys talking about?
Yeah, I know.
They don't know. They don't know what's up. It's like the
Dude,
facts
I
of
mean,
life.
'cause-
I was in love with Tootie.
Oh,
You
facts.
take the
You
good,
like
you
Tootie?
take the bad, you take the both, the day
Who
you
did I like?
have the facts
I
of
like
life.
Tootie. I like Tootie.
I was in
like
love with
Blair,
Tootie.
too. I mean,
Oh,
obviously
Blair, I loved her because she was just
Blair
like
was
tough.
hot. Yeah, no, that was Joe.
Joe was tough. Yeah, Blair was too much for me.
Blair was
Joe,
the pretty.
I like
Blair
Joe
was the
because she
pretty
had
one.
that edge to her, but I also love Tootie. Tootie was a
Yeah,
cutie. Yes.
Tootie was a cutie.
Yes.
Tootie was a cutie.
Yeah, she grew up to be beautiful.
Well, what was the spinoff that show came from? What was the show that it spun off from?
The facts of life.
Mm-hmm.
It was tied to no. What was it, spinoff? Is that
Different Strokes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was about to say it was tied to Different Stroke. It wasn't a spinoff.
Yeah, it's a spinoff. It was the character
Because Mrs. Garrett was their
Mrs. Garrett
housekeeper.
used to take care of them.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she went and
Yes.
it was a spinoff. It
Yes.
was a spinoff show from that.
What you talking about
Yeah.
with this?
What you talk about, Willis?
That was a good times, bro.
Anyway,
Good
memory lane.
times. Anytime you need
Memory
a
lane. I
payment. Good
never
time.
watched Good Times.
Oh my
I never watched
God!
Good
But
Times.
what
Yeah,
is it?
nah.
JJ Dynamite. And,
Yeah,
his
no,
sister was
I never watched
a
it.
hottie. Oof.
Was she?
What?
Who was the sister?
Vanola, but no, I forgot her name. She was the neighbor. But what was his sister's name? Dang, she was so. Oh man,
Don't Google. Don't Google.
I
Oh,
know.
here we
Google.
lost him.
Oh,
He's going into
oh, magic
he's going
Google.
into he's
Good.
going into a what do they call that? Into a rabbit hole. You're going into a rabbit hole. Now you're gonna
I
now
know.
we're gonna. All right, well you do that.
She
The
pelled
topic for
Thelma.
today is
Thelma.
all right. Listen, the topic for today is field
Oh,
report.
topic. Where's the topic?
It's time for your medicine.
Where's your topic? Get your meds. Topic is field reporting. Yes, it is.
Field reporting. That's going back to the days of when Catch the Craze used to be at the shows and you had some field reporting.
Right.
I remember Michelle St. Martin was part of the team. Right.
Yes.
I don't remember who else. You had a couple of names that
We
did
had-
some of them. Big shout out to these people that you're about to name.
Dadian. That was Luis Torres's wife. She was a field reporter. She did the reporting at the Mocha.
Okay.
So she covered the Mocha for us. We had Michelle St. Martin who covered the Big
Michelle
Apple
St. Martin.
and New York Comic Cons.
Yeah.
When we were in San Diego, I think it was Keith Murphy who covered a few of the interviews in San Diego. We had a few cats that supported Catch the Craze and took the mic in their hands and hit the road.
Yeah, no, definitely. I remember that. That was back in the days.
That
But
was
yeah,
a
the
time.
field-
I think Catch the Craze. The beginning of Catch the Craze was a time. It was an inspirational time because we didn't really know that we were really part of a new trend. We were just having fun, and so many other indies wanted to be involved with it, and that's why it made
Yeah.
it so popular back then, because it attracted so much of the community, and we created such a tight knit community with sponsoring the indie after party, and it just became this big. It was this. You want to. It was almost. We had our own culture.
And what do you think about that?
Yes. Well, virtual cons are difficult. I've actually talked to a few people about it because it's not like you could have a table and sell your book, where it's like, hey, come over and look at what I'm doing and give me money, I think we're actually planning a virtual con. I'm trying to set it up to be a little different. Mike and I are still talking. We haven't confirmed everyone, so I'm not going to announce who's going to be there, but we're hoping to do it in the next couple of weeks. It says my internet is unstable. I don't like that. Give me a second. I'm just going to plug in my computer. Maybe it'll strengthen the signal with a bit of better power. We're going to start it on a Sunday, and it's going to be like an entire Incredi week, if you will. And we're going to go from Sunday to Sunday, and every day there's going to be something. And it's really more panel-like. So one of the things I want to do, though, that I think is different, besides bringing artists in, we had you come on, we told them where we can find your work, you know what I mean? We're going to do that with other artists. But specifically, I want to talk with comic shops. Comic shops are hurting, but there's stores doing curbside pickup. They're still not allowed to bring people in. I heard that on the 20th, we're actually going to have comics delivered again. But people aren't going to be allowed in stores. You're not allowed. You still have to do curbside pickup. You still have to. So one of the things I want to do is bring stores on. Have them show off their store. Have them show off things they want to sell. Do they have dollar bins or, I have a statue. You buy this statue for whatever it is, $75. I'm going to throw in these 5 comics that relate to that statue. Whatever they want to do. I don't know. But if we can bring in a few different comic shops throughout the week, and they could do curbside pickup or delivery or whatever it is, then I think that's a great thing to have. I don't want these stores to die. I was one of those people who thought comic shop should have been considered an essential, an essential store because it's escapism. We're living in a time where this is it's scary for
Yep.
people. Take something to escape that world. And if that means reading a manga, reading a graphic novel, having a toy or statue that just gives you joy and you can stare at it and just escape for 5 minutes, then people need that. I feel the same way about, not that people use them anymore, but places that would sell books and DVDs and stuff, because everyone's, basically online. The other thing I want to do with the con is bring people who do online work. At this time, it is difficult. Even though stores are opened or doing curbside, they're not letting people in. Not everybody's leaving their house. They're still scared to.
For the
I know people
technology that they're going to need to really make the money that they're going to be making. So
Yeah, and I think it's just
interesting, very interesting.
If you think that we were conditioned as a society to be independent, because we talked about it before. When I grew up, it was about family. When I grew up, it was about sitting at the dinner table. When I grew up, it was about going on picnics together with the family, family vacations. It was about the gatherings, and the kids growing up today. It's about leaving the family. It's about independent achievement. It's about entitlement. It's about you need to hustle and you can't let anybody hold you down. And it's about you. So there's a lot of lonely, depressed people out in the world. So you take that now, you mount this thing, social distancing, on top of that. So it's either you're going to regress or you're going to put things in perspective and say, "Wow,
I'm so crazy, you so crazy, crazy. Who's the craziest? I'm so crazy, you so crazy,